Hello and welcome back to Let's Play.tektopiatowns.com. This is episode 6 and we're going to be starting on our town a little bit today. We're going to be getting a town hall level, but as you saw, we got the farm built up and it's been running for, I AFK'd for about 5-6 minutes before the server rebooted, and then it's been going for not terribly long right now. So it's probably been maybe 10 to 15 minutes it's been running, and I'd say it's doing pretty good. It's not bad. This chest over here is supposed to pick up ink sacks or anything else that drops under the water, but nothing there just yet. Hopefully those start coming through, because those would be great, as we're going to need ink sacks to do dyeing for our concrete and maybe some for our glass for our tower design. So there have been a lot of slimes here, because there's this slime chunk, there's a slime chunk here, and there's one or two over there. I haven't narrowed that down. I just killed a slime from over there, and just in the few minutes I've been here I've gotten 39 slime balls. So this could be one heck of a farm area if I've got 4 slime chunks and a guardian farm running here, especially if I can get some squid. Maybe not necessarily like a farm, but if I can get some kills from that, that'd be good too. So anyway, today, like I said, we're going to work on getting our town hall, the level set up in our tower. We're going to go into the plot world and do some designing for that. We're going to get that built. We're going to set up the tree farm for our villagers, and we're probably going to try to lay out where some of our other farms are going to go within our walls, just so it will make it easier for us when we actually go to build them, which is, we'll probably build quite a few in the next episode or two, because I want to get those going. It'd be nice to have some stockpile before we actually get too many villagers. So let's go ahead and get to it. See you in a bit. Alright, so here we are in our plot world. This is our sand mover that we use for the guardian farm, and this is our current storage level, and this is essentially where our town hall is going to go, or this level anyway. So one thing I'm going to do is plan on putting, well, obviously this wall of concrete will be built all the way up, and then I'm probably gonna just put like chests all around here. So yeah, like that. And basically this will be my stock for the mall store, mall stall, excuse me. And then I'll have one chest somewhere, maybe inside the town hall here, that will actually have all my profits going to it. So it makes it really easy. I can come down here and grab all my villager stuff. This extra stuff I can't sell to the merchant, and then I'm going to put it all in some of these up here, along with some player items to sell, so I can have a ton of things to sell. And with this design, town hall is going to come here, and then probably on this side I'll have a blacksmith. I want to probably get that set up early. I don't usually get a blacksmith until a little bit later, just because the trades they offer, or that they open up for the merchant, require a lot of materials to get them and to make them, and it just takes time, and I'd rather not do that until I need to. I can provide tools for these guys for quite a while, and they'll be just fine. So let me go ahead and get a little bit of work done here. There's not going to be a ton to it. I'm not really sure what color I'll make the glass on this level, but we'll be back. I'll give you a progress update when I'm done, or more done at least. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, yeah, as you can see, I went for yellow. No particular reason other than I just have a bunch of yellow flowers in storage. Um, so it should make it pretty easy. Just put a sign down to mark it. I'm using these just to mark the very center of the tower all the way up. At least when I'm designing and building, once the whole thing's built, I'll probably take those out and just replace it for a floor block. In here, if we go ahead and check the light levels, you'll see everything is green. The only reds you might see are like under slabs or stairs or something where it's still not spawnable, so it's not really a big deal. Maybe out here where the glass is, but once again, still not spawnable, so no big deal. So inside our tower is going to be safe. There will be no mob spawning. So anybody that stays in here will be secure, and we don't have to worry about having to replace them. At least not from mobs anyway. So I got a couple of chests here. Probably we'll end up putting an enter chest in here somewhere as well, just because it makes it easier. And I might move these down like here, maybe. Put the enter chest here. Maybe move this a little bit more. I don't know. It doesn't matter. In here, also, I mean, I can just do this because, you know, it's a player area and none of the villagers will ever even mess with any chests here in the town hall. So this doesn't have to be very big either. I mean, the town hall can be tiny. Your architect and your tradesmen aren't going to take crowding penalties, and even if they do, they don't really count as villagers, so it doesn't matter. Get through the door there. Over here will be the blacksmith. Just got a couple of furnaces in here for him, some anvils, just some fire to make it look good. Decent enough space in here for 2 or 3. I don't remember exactly what I had it planned for. Should be more than enough to last us a while. If later in the season we need to expand it, we can always pull it all the way out to the edge here and then just get rid of these chests and, you know, maybe double stack them up, because once again, no villagers will be looking at any of the chests in this room either, because this room really isn't a room to them. It's just a spot. The only ones that would count is the town hall and the blacksmith. So as you can see, there's plenty of chests out here. I went ahead and got rid of these just because I figured it'll make it easier if there's a little more space here around the stairs. I mean, if I end up needing them, I can always throw some chests in there. Not that big a deal. So we'll go ahead and get this made into a schematic and start gathering some resources. And then we'll go ahead and get this thing built in the main overworld. And we'll start laying out some farms. Alright, we're back inside of our storage area. Let's just see real quick here. The side with the beacon is going to be our tree farm. So I'm going to need to clean all of this up before I can really get the tree farm in here. As you can see, it's kind of grown a little bit. I really need to, or want to, get a storage area underground going. A personal one. This is all stuff that the villagers won't ever see or touch. This whole little section over here is all from the ocean monument, and this stuff here is still sand and gravel from clearing all of the walls and in the water and whatnot. There's quite a bit more than I started with because, like I said, I had to keep going back and getting more out. This side says this is the food stuff, but I'm going to need to change this to the barracks. Yeah, I'm going to need to change these to the armor and the weapons there, and probably need to go into the plot world one of these episodes soon and figure out how to incorporate a barracks into the wall and the stairs here. That way, and I like to do that just because it'll keep a lot of guards right here by the entrance, and once we have our flattened area filled all the way out to the corners, anything that spawns and comes in will only be able to come in right here. And as long as I have some guard posts put around in this area, then there's no way for anything to get through this wall without pretty much everybody in here knowing, which by having them here, all the guards right here in this area, it makes it much easier to control when the necro or if a zombie decides to wander his way in, which shouldn't happen either because the entire area will be lit up So the only uh, visitors we'll really have to worry about is the Necro and whoever he spawns when he brings in. Let's see, what do we got over here? Well, let's see, if that's wood, this is probably going to be mining. Yep, so this will be the above ground mining. Normally I would put it just like 10 blocks outside of this door and just have it go all the way to the wall. But I kind of want to leave the sight line open for that because that's kind of neat. Maybe put some pathing in here or something. So I may do it a little different than I normally do. Maybe split it, and I'll put one bit of above ground mining over there and then another over here. So then if I move the farming over here and the barracks over there, I'll put, you can put some more farms over here. I'm going to get some, maybe some fence posts or some torches or something to kind of lay out where it's going, just so we got an idea. And then, oh, let's go and look at this too, because I already gathered up everything I think we're going to need to build this town hall level here. It's all pretty much sitting in here. Should be just about everything. I did switch out the glowstone for sea lanterns just because I have a ton of sea lanterns right now and the ability to make a ton more. And I don't have a ton of glowstone. So, plus it'll go a little better. I may go along a little better, at least with maybe some changes we'll make to the wall. Maybe we'll throw some more lights in or put some poles around that are using the sea lanterns just to kind of tie it all in together. I mean, since we got our Guardian Farm right there, it's not far away at all. So let's see. I might go ahead and just do this top level first just to get it done because I've already got everything for it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get into a time lapse and get that finished up. And the town hall level is done. So let's talk about the plans for the rest of the area inside of this wall. First and foremost, you might notice that I moved the concrete maker and the quad smelter from just outside the tower over to the corner in the wall, pretty much right next to where the barracks are going to go. This side of the wall right here is the one where the gate is open. This is the one area where mobs, necromancer, nomads, the merchant, whatnot, can enter into our wall and enter into our town. We're going to have the barracks right here built around this entrance, so as mobs come through, if they need to raise the alarm, they will. It should also help us keep some guards in the area and should make it much faster response time, and we shouldn't have to worry, really, as long as everything inside the wall and inside the tower is lit up well and no mobs will spawn inside. We shouldn't have trouble at all. Now, next to the barracks, we're going to put in a cocoa bean farm for one. As we harvest that, that'll have to be something we do ourselves, but we can throw that into the storage level and the chefs can then make cookies. Granted, they won't be villager cookies, but they will still provide a big happiness boost, and we definitely want to make sure they have the beans to do that. Next in the corner, we'll put a little Cactus Farm. It'll just be passive. It'll pump stuff out on its own. Mostly that'll be so we can just get some green dye. Then obviously we have one half of the tree farm. We're going to put a flower farm right here in the middle between the two halves of the tree farm, because as it just so happens, this is the only space in here that is marked as a plains. So we'll get the best dispersion or variety of flowers in this spot, so we're going to build it right here. As you can see, it's currently over top of the storage I have here, so we'll need to get that moved out. Then we move down, we have the other half of our tree farm. We'll put an automated sugar farm in the bottom right corner, and for a while we'll probably be able to get all the sugar cane we really need from the farm underneath. But you know what, this might make us some extra. Maybe we could sell. We can always use it for rockets, to make our own books, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. Next to the sugar cane farm, and before we get to the wall here, or the stairs, we're going to put in some pumpkin and melon towers. Once again, farmers cannot farm or harvest pumpkins or melons. However, the chefs can use pumpkins to make pumpkin pie, which is also a nice happiness boost, and villagers can eat melons. So as long as we drop them into the storage, they'll at least have another option or two. On the other side here of the wall, or on the other side of the stairs, excuse me, we're going to have a chorus fruit flower farm. I'm not going to make it huge because we don't really need a ton of it, but we may want some end rods, or to sell some end rods, or to sell some purple stuff. And we'll need the flowers to make chorus fruit, which will be the next farm right next to that. The corner on this I'm going to leave open, at least from marking it here. The above ground mining that I have marked right above this isn't like an actual rectangle. There's a little bit that kind of sticks out on the side for the back. So some of that corner space will be taken up by that. The rest of it, I'll probably try to figure out how to make it into the chorus fruit farm, just so we can maximize our space. This above ground mining is only going to be half of our mining operation. The other half will be a mirror image of it above the stairs here. And then that leaves us this corner up in the top left. In case we decide, because I am thinking about possibly making the quad smelter into an 8 furnace smelter. So it would require a little bit more room. That leaves us at least a little bit more room in that corner to mess with. Plus, if the barracks don't fit nice and tight into that space that I have allocated right now, we can slide those two devices over, and we should have no problem. I'll just go ahead and say now that all of these markings and the fence posts that I put down to lay these out are all subject to change. As I actually come up with designs for some of these, it may be bigger or smaller or turned or whatnot based off of these markings, and that's perfectly fine. Now let's move into some more player farms. I want to make a micro wheat farm and a cow farm, so we can get lots of leather and lots of steak. The leather, obviously, we can combine with the sugarcane farm to make our own books. Down in this next corner, I'm going to make an automatic chicken cooker. All right, and over here, I'm probably going to make an AFK spot. I don't typically AFK fish a whole lot. We'll give it a try. And then up in this top corner, I'm going to make a little netherwork farm. Currently, villagers don't use netherwort at all. So this will be strictly for me for potion brewing, which I do have that small dual potion brewing. I wouldn't really call it a setup, but a couple of stands there that I'll move somewhere. I don't know exactly where yet, but that'll be basically for me. The one thing I don't have drawn on here will be a mob farm, and I haven't designed that at all yet, but I'm probably going to put it outside the walls, and maybe kind of make it like a training stand and put a guard post at it so guards can work on hacking up zombies and boost their level way up. It should make them quite skilled very quickly. So those are the plans. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.